everybody, and welcome to a cast-on video tutorial from Hands Occupied. I'm Heidi, the blogger behind Hands Occupied, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do one of my favorite cast-ons, the Old Norwegian Sock Cast-On. I've seen this by a couple of other names, but the Old Norwegian Sock Cast-On is the term that I've come to know and love. I first learned this cast-on from Teresa Chavez, who used to be in the greater Chicago area and is now up in Wisconsin. She's an excellent teacher. I recommend taking a class with her if you ever can. And let's just get right down to it. So this is a lot like the standard long-tail cast-on you might be familiar with. So we need to first make our long tail to cast on with. So the trick I use is wrapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times around the needle I'm going to be using in my project. In this case, it's a double-pointed needle, US size 3. There's 10 wraps, and so the wraps approximately equal how much tail you're going to need for a 10-stitch cast on. I'm going to be casting on for a mitten. Let me show you that mitten right here. This mitten uses the Old Norwegian Sock Cast-On right there. And the beauty of the Old Norwegian Sock Cast-On is it incorporates an extra wrap into that long tail cast-on that makes it extra stretchy, which is great for the cuff of a mitten because you're going to want that to be stretchy, especially if you're giving this as a gift, just for a little bit of a better fit. This also, there's a reason this is called the Old Norwegian Sock Cast-On. It's great for socks too. And this one, this sock, uses that cast on for the same stretchy reason. All right, so back to our long tail. That's where our 10 wraps were right there. And since I want to cast on 30 stitches for this mitten I'm working on, I'm gonna double it up. So there's 10, and now there's 20, and now there's 30 lengthwise. Be careful not to stretch your yarn too much. And then I'm gonna give it just a couple more inches for some tail. Now, just like other long tail cast-ons, I'm going to hold the tail in 3 of my fingers like this. Then bring the yarn around my thumb and my forefinger. They're kind of held in like a gun position. And then bring the rest of that tail down into those 3 fingers. Next, I'm going to grab my first double-pointed needle. Some people like to start cast-ons with a slip knot. I hate it. I think I can hide the ends more invisibly when I weave in the end by doing this technique I'm about to show you that does not involve a slip knot. So first, bring your needle to the outside of the space between your thumb and forefinger. Catch that yarn. And that's the first step. So this takes the place of a slip knot. Then we're going to go under both of these thumb strings of yarn, under both. Catch that far string from the bottom. Catch that far string from the bottom. I'll show you again. Then bring it over the other thumb string. And now you've got, I'm not sure if you can see it, a little bit of it, there we go, a little bit of a triangle. We're going to catch the forefinger string and bring it through that triangle. Drop the thumb, and we've got 2 stitches cast on right away. Now we'll assume that same position again. Leap under both of those thumb loops, catch the far one from underneath, look for our triangle, catch the forefinger yarn, and drop the thumb. Let's take a look at how to do this cast on a little closer up. So far you can see I've got 3 loops cast on, or 3 stitches cast on, and now I'm going to cast on the 4th. We're going to dive under both of the thumb stitches, catch the far loop of the thumb stitch from the bottom, bring it back over. Now we've got a nice little triangle there. We're gonna go over the top of the forefinger yarn, catching it with our needle and bringing that through that triangle. The key is to keep an eye on that triangle as you work. Then drop the thumb stitches and pull to finish. Let's cast on another stitch. Under, Go under both those thumb loops, catch the yarn, look for the triangle, catch the forefinger yarn, and draw it through, dropping the thumb. So it's really similar, like I said, to the longtail cast on, but it includes a little bit extra of a wrap for some added yarn, which results in that stretchy cast on edge that I was talking about earlier. So if you look at this up close, see those little loops, those little spaces between the cast on stitches, and look how stretchy those are. Isn't that great? And I really love this cast on for socks and mittens, and even like a sweater sleeve if you don't want to do a long tail tubular cast on, for instance. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and let me know if you have any questions about the Old Norwegian sock cast on.